really says something funny, it makes you wonder, like, you got that joke from.
I love this topic. And shout out to the gentleman who brought this up because it is something I think we should address. And part of why we're funny, why some women are friggin' hilarious, is because they're silly. I have been being told how silly I was since I was a little kid. And it's true. Which is why I have a pin that says silly goose juice. So, boom, there's that. Also, um, I'm glad he can ask that and at least acknowledge it and speak about it because as a stand-up comedian, I have had a number of people be like, I could do that too. And I'm like, good job, bitch. Have at it. And especially men who like they're like, no, I'm cool. I'm fine with a confident woman who like gets on stages and whatever. And then after a show, it's like, oh, you around all these dudes. Oh, you had a whole lot of shit to say, and I wouldn't even be talking about them, but they'd be like, but I could do that too. I'm like, again, have someone book you, and I would love to see your show. But they'd be like, oh, well, maybe I can write jokes for you. Absolutely not. No, thank you. The first time I did comedy was like 2012-ish. And I had already been performing before that doing spoken word. And I don't know who's going to listen to all this story. But anyway, I was already doing that ahead of time. I was at a spoken word event, and there were so many poets that were amazing, and they were amazingly sad. And I was like, somebody should tell a joke so we don't like go home and unalive ourselves. So I started telling jokes, and it's been a fun thing since then. And I've been across, I've been across at least the U.S. so far, and plan on keeping going and whatever. But when I got off stage, this dude was like, you are funny for a woman. And I was like, why is that so, why is that a thing? Why is that shocking? Like, I've also heard some men say there's no funny women, or the only funny women are fat, or there's no pretty funny women. And I'm like, that's just not true. Like, there are funny fat women. There are funny thin women. There are funny women of all shapes, sizes, colors, and all of that. And for me, I'm like, I will know that I am in a safe partnership when I'm with someone who loves to watch me be on stage and lets me practice jokes on them before and after shows with excitement and helps me keep progressing like I want to help them keep progressing in their life and back each other up. Because like when people will be like, oh, well, you're not going to be surrounded by all these dudes, I'm like, you could come. I usually actually would prefer that. A lot of times I'm just, damn, where the fuck? By myself, trying to play it cool. Because comedians are actually weird. And he was asking like, well, where do you get the funny from? Sadness. um, Weird childhood upbringings, different ways of coping with trauma. I don't know, from a family member from before who used to talk a lot of shit. There's so many reasons and there's so many ways. And shout out to the funny ladies. Shout out to funny people, period. Whether you get on stage or not. And shout out to funny people who don't have to try to put somebody else down because of what they do. Because fuck that.